Hey everybody, it's Brenda with Foxie'screations, and I am now trying to fix my camera settings. And let's see, feed. I cleaned my desk off a little bit, so I got more room to work, and I'm more organized today. Hi, whoever came in. I'm just trying to get the camera situated. There we go. And let's see, something to focus on. Turn autofocus off now. Okay, I think we're good. And I need to get it pulled up on my phone. So how is everybody today? And I need to get my volume turned down. I had my volume way up on here. Hi, everybody. Oops. I want live chat. Live chat. Here we go. So today we are making more journal embellishments. Hey, Sherry. So that's what we're going to do today. More journal embellishments. And so I have out the postcards that she provided in the kit. I have out some of the tags that I made. These envelopes, which I made bigger. And pieces of paper to help with the paper clip making. And then just, I can pull stuff ephemera wise from her stuff. I also found this really pretty washi tape and this really pretty butterfly washi. So we might be using these as well. And then, let's see. Our major embellishment basket with all those pretty things I cut out from the kit. So we have all of this stuff. I'm going to move this basket over here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make some of these into actual envelopes. But as you see, they don't have a back part. So in order to do that, I need to print some coffee dyed paper, which I was not prepared for. Or that's I don't know what kind of paper that is, but it's very shiny. Well, we don't have to. Well, yeah, let's print some coffee dyed. Some coffee dyed paper won't take long, but I got to go empty the cardstock out of the printer. Go to print. Photos. And these are coffee dyed papers are way at the bottom. These come up in numerical order, so I know my coffee dyed paper is only 8 sheets or less. So, coffee dyed set 1, let's go there. Let's just pick that one. And let's tell it to make us 3 copies. Done. And I am not hitting print yet because I need to go fix the printer before I do that, because I've got cardstock in there that I don't want. So let's see. Now the printer is ready to go. And so we're just going to tell it to print. And so while I'm waiting on that to happen, come back here. I'm going to start. Now, I know I'm going to use big paper clips, right? I'm not big, but big things with my paper clips. So I want to make 1-inch pieces wide, maybe 1.5. So if I do 1.5, that's to that edge right there. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't a good idea. Yeah, if I folded it is. Because what I need to do is glue my paper clip to this paper. Well, I need to glue because, well, that's not going to work. Nope, we can't have a folded edge unless it folds at the top. I may need to make different strips of paper. Let's make it, well, I want it to fold at the top. So if I do it like this and make a mark, I had a pencil out. I just need to see how long that is. So let's put this on our cut line. This is completely on the fly, creating on the fly. So that looks like 3.5 inches. Yep. And then I can make this. How wide is this paper? Let's make that edge go straight. We are right at 2 3/4 wide, maybe. We're going to call it that. I am just going to make a mark here and line this up. So, Sherry, what are you working on currently? And hi, everybody else. No one else is typing in chat, just Sherry. And I need to get my fold line lined up. There we go. So now that's for 2 paper clips. So I said, what, 3.5? And then, how wide is this paper? 2 3/4. So these don't have to be perfect because no one's going to see them. Just us. Now these I can just fold in half. So I'm going to cut them in half and make these kind of strips. And this is why I save my cutoffs, because they're great for paper clip making. Hey, Tanya. How are you today? So I'm just going to cut some of these down so we can make our paper clips and stuff. Oops. Slide that over just a little bit more. Okay, that's enough for now. Move our cutter. Okay. Oh, wow, Tanya. I'm glad you're good, though. 2 days, Sherry? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sherry, you're in Norway? I probably have it wrong. Norway or Canada? All right, let me go get our coffee dyed paper. Okay. Whoops, I just blew away stuff. And I've got a water. Okay. Here we go. So, Canada. Okay. And it's snowing up there. So here's this. Now what we're going to do with this is take one of these envelopes, bone folder and ruler. Let me get all these other scratch papers out of the way here. Whoops. I'm just going to put my ruler here. and score that. So now I have this rectangle. I'm going to turn my paper over so any marks I make on it are on it. Okay, and I'm going to pull this up like this. And I'm going to come down here. This is not, it'll be straight when I cut it. And this, oops, put it back, put it back, put it back. Now I want to draw around the rectangle. And across this part. So you'll see what I'm doing. Totally off the cuff on the fly. So now we have this. And we're going to need to make 3 of these. But I'm going to make one first. Okay, now I cleaned off my desk. And I know that I had scissors in here. But I didn't see scissors when I cleaned off the desk. Okay, y'all, I have scissors in the living room. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I'm just going to cut this out. And now we have a template that we can trace around. I actually should make one out of card. I had a bigger piece of scrap card that I can make one on. And I don't care that it looks like that because we're just going to make a template out of something thicker. Cut my corners off. And then we have our fold lines. So I'm going to use this. Boy, that is so not straight, huh? That's why we need to make a template. Because it's going to be straight. We're going to come all the way across. Down here. Down here. Up this side. Okay, now I need my card back, my rectangle, because I need to put it back in here. Okay, so this pocket, see, that's way off. It needs to come, whoops, more like this flap. Well, maybe not that deep. We need it to be, well, I'm still drawing it the same way. Okay, we're just going to leave it. Come down here. Across here. And up here. Okay, there we go. This will be a better template. Cut that. I'm still going to use that one because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not cut straight, but that's not going to matter. Okay. Put that back. Now we have this template. So let's see. I can get one this way. So have any of y'all made stuff like this? Just on the fly. And then we're going to get our card back and line it up at the pointy parts at the top. Well, there would be a pointy part if I had drawn that over there. Line it up with those, and then it's just trace around it. I know, isn't it fun just to let your imagination go crazy? And see, I see embellishments, and I was looking at these, and I'm like, okay, well, I want it to be an envelope, but I also could make paper clips from it and that kind of thing. You can make it into a flip, which that would be a good idea, because you could just glue this little flap down, and then you have a flip. My mouse did something crazy. Okay. So, yeah, you could do that or do it like this and have a flip. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do with stuff like this. Okay, we also can get my pattern, one over here. So we can get 3 of these out of 8.5 by 11 paper. This would also be a good template just to make a pocket. Oh, I need to raise that up a little bit. Yeah. Go back up. And since I'm doing all of my drawing on the back, it doesn't matter if I mess it up because no one's going to see it. So we will have 4. Well, this one doesn't count. We'll have 3. And I kind of want, that's 1 in each signature of these. And then we can also do like a paper clip because I have 6 of these. So we're going to do some of them this way, some of them into paper clips. And we are just going to line this all up. And I also have the smaller ones we can turn into envelopes as well. There we have that. Okay. Now we just need to cut them apart. I just try to look at the embellishments and come up with what can I do with what's in that kit that's different than, how it's intended to be. So we're just going to trim these off. Let me get rid of all the little scrappy papers. Okay. Hey, Clint. So now these go like this. So I'm going to fold the little tabs in on each one of these. And I don't want that bulk, so I'm just going to fold it so I can see where I need to trim that out. So we need to come here and come here. And on this one, it's the same thing. Come up and come over. So now we have this and this. And we have a sticky down part. Almost snip it off. And then what we're going to do with this is we are going to glue it to here, which will then give us a pocket. But this may need to be a little bit shorter, but to do that, I'm going to need to get the cutter again. I don't trust myself. So, grab this and just barely, let's just snip off a little bitty bit. Okay, so there is that. We're going to ink it all up and everything. We're going to glue this down. And then we're going to have a pocket. But, what was I thinking? But what? I was thinking something. Oh, where is it? Taking this hole punch. And let's kind of find our center. And flipping it over. And putting like a thumb mark. Like that. So now we have this. So what do y'all think? You're broke again, Clint? So what do y'all think of that once we get it glued? Okay, yeah, that's the emptier one. So now we're just going to glue it. Well, no, we can't glue it yet. We got to ink. What am I thinking? I am thinking I want to ink it with not vintage photo, but with gathered twigs. Thank you, Clint. And I want to ink, well, this side of the flap. We're not going to see this. In the opposite direction. And then let's do this. So, Clint, are you going to show us on a video later what you got from Hobby Lobby? Are you going to go live and do a thing? Oh, we're going to see this, though. Let me ink these. I just need to sit in here for about 3 hours and ink. That's what I need to do. And I got a vape. I got a vape. Because I'm, if y'all see smoke, it's not, it's the vape. Because I'm really, really working on it. And I figure that's better than tar and stuff. Anyhow. Okay, so now we can glue this one together. And I did not fold this stuff straight at all. So let's try that again. But this is what's not straight. The bottom's not straight. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Because that's going to make the whole thing off. Okay. Now let's see if that's better. It's much better. Yes, much better. Okay. So I'm going to put, let me clip this off where it's wanting to bunch. There we go. I'm going to put a dot of glue here and a dot of glue here. And that's just to hold these corners down to each other. Now, okay, that's just pencil mark. I am going to put glue here. Oh, okay, Clint. And I'm going to just glue this down. And it may not be perfect, you guys. It's handmade. I'm not going to worry about perfection. Now we have this pocket. But here's the thing. These envelopes always get me because if I was to glue this in, this is the side that's going to get glued down. This is why I came up with the upside down envelopes. Glue your flap down and it flips up, and you got this you can journal on, or we can decorate it. And then your card would pull down from in here. So that's why, and I've still not seen anybody else do this upside down envelope, the flip up envelopes. But that's why, because I don't want to glue that down. I want to see this. Now these can also be turned into a paper clip by putting the paper clip right here. Okay. So there's this. Now, if you wanted it to be perfect, you could always, so no one would know that you didn't cut it straight, something didn't go right, trim these little excess bits off. I do want to ink where these join together. That also might help hide that. And there you have it. An envelope. So we have 2 more of these to make. And I think I do want to decorate this somehow. We got plenty of stuff. So that may be the next one. So I'm going to try to fold these much straighter this time. That's not straight. Okay. And then we are going to fold this one up. And don't forget, my channel anniversary is May the 18th at 2 in the afternoon. I won't be going live next Tuesday. Mother is having cataract surgery, and I am her driver. So there will not be a live on Tuesday of next week. And then 2 weeks on May the 4th or whatever day that's on, she's having the other eye done. And I'm her driver for that one. Okay, so now let's see what we got. Where's another one of these envelope pieces? Okay, let's score this. Or not score it, but do this. Let's do that. So I should fold it that way first. Where's the bone folder? Now go back the other direction. Oh, and I did 2 of them. That might have been easier if I didn't have 2. So we're ready for the next one too. Now let's see how this one works, because it's folded. Well, this one's too big. It's too big. So I'm going to fold this side in just a little bitty bit more. Like that. Now let's see what we got. And let's look at it from the other side. That looks perfect. Okay, well, no. This little edge needs to come right up here. And that just needs to go like that. Okay. So now we are going to, where's the glue? My glue bubbled. That's funny. Oh, no. Well, don't touch it. That would be bad. Where's the baby wipes? The baby wipes. The baby wipes. Oh, and I got one of them crinkled up things. Sorry about the noise, guys. I want to cut this little folded part off. Is there one over there? Nope. Okay. So now I'm going to put the little dot to hold these little corner flaps down to each other. Oh, get down. And we need, where'd the big cutter thing circle go? To flip this over, do that. And then take our ink. You know, I used to knock journals out in like 2 weeks. 6 live streams, 3 a week, and the journal would be done. I haven't done this in so long. This journal's taken extra long. But that's okay. There's not really a time frame. Okay, got that. Let's flip this. And this goes like this. And let's get the rest of the edges. I'm trying to think what we can talk about. I haven't done this in so long. Is there anything that you all would like? Oh, wow, Clint. Is there anything you all would like to see me do? I'm game. Because all I look at it as is this is all paper, ink, glue, whatever, paint maybe. And if it don't come out how you want it, you just either paint over it and start over or throw it away. It's just paper. It's, you know, it's nothing fancy. Oh, I didn't trim that back. Where'd the cutter go? That's what we got to do. Then I got to re-ink those. Now I need to re-ink these edges where I just cut that off. There we go. You like the Brenda way? And that didn't stay stuck. Nope. Let's re-stick. Because I need those to stay stuck. Because that's what's going to allow your card to slide down in here and not catch. Well, maybe it will the way I have it folded. Yep, I should have put the big flap on the outside. We'll do that on the next one. And now we're going to just glue these down. You want to see me make all kinds of stuff? Well, I have another embellishment that I came up with today. I don't know if it's going to work in this particular journal or not, but it might work in something else. And I can show you what I did. Sort of. But I don't think we're going to use that in this journal. Oh, and see, I forgot to ink the inside right here. So we will get that. Make sure we glue this down. So I went over to Mother's, and Mother had a tissue box. She was going to throw it away. I was like, give me your tissue box, Mother. This is where the top was. I pulled all the plastic off the back. This was like the side. I cut it to fit. I then have traced around this and printed them out. Is it 2 to a page? Because I'm thinking I have a cutter that will cut this oval. Let me show. Where did that go? Where did I put the scallop? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't have lost it, you guys. I had it on my desk because I know I was going to cut this out. Well, at any rate, when I find it, I have a scalloped. Oh, here it is. This oval will fit this. So I just traced around that knowing that it didn't matter. So I'm going to cut this out. It's got these little dots and stuff. I guess sewing dots, or I don't know. But so I have these printed. I'm going to cut this. And then I'm thinking you could use like a Tim Holtz photo card or something in here, or print out something pretty. I have these fabric pieces because I'm going to glue it down. I could put a piece of fabric in here and then put like a lady or something on here. And paint this, of course. Well, mine's on paper, so I don't even have this design. But see, this is something that we could do as a card insert. You could also do it to where the fabric glues to this piece. You cover it, so you would glue your fabric down, cover this with another piece so you don't see all this. You would also need to get whatever you're going to glue in here onto here first. And then you would actually have a card that could flip up. And you could, they could journal in the card, add photos or whatever. So I now have those that I can print out. I made a template and I can print them out. So that worked out pretty good. So now we have 2 of those made. And we're going to go over here to this one. Oh, wait, where did now? Okay, let me put this back. I'm going to put it with my card so I don't lose it again. Okay. And we are going to fold this one back. And we are going to fold this up. And of course, I see that that's not exactly straight, so I'm snipping that little piece off. I'm going to unfold it and snip the corner triangles out. And yes, it should actually go together this way. So when you slide your card in, it's not going to get stuck on this. I did the first 2 wrong, but I'm not going to undo them. Now let's compare it to our envelope part. And that one folded short, so these little flaps need to come out some. Just a tiny on each side. And that's cricket. I don't want cricket. It's still cricket. Well, we'll see. We'll see. And that's almost perfect. It's too big now. Well, I'm going to pull this one in this cricket then. Because until I cut the thumb hole in the middle, it's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Let's put this back on here. And that's good, just like that. Let's look at it from the other side. That's good. So, we need to cut our thumb hole. Where did the thing go? think I wanted a little deeper than that. Get in there. Oops. Well, I'll just cut it off. Oops, this happened. Okay. Oh. Wait. So now we're going to just trim off a little teeny tiny bit of this. Okay, now we can ink. Sherry, what are you working on currently? And Tanya? Okay. So now let's ink this up. And I am going to ink these edges in case they show on this one. Just in case. And I want to fold this back and ink this edge. So I'm also going to be doing some mixed media stuff because I have some stuff I want to glue stuff in. The Mary Attier, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with her. Last year she had one of those perpetual desk calendars and she decked it all up and it became this really huge fluffy puffy thing. I was given one by the ladies at my church and I'm thinking that would be a good place to use some of the teeny tiny stuff besides the Littles journal. I could put them in there. I don't want to make it really fluffy puffy. But I can embellish the pages, put like a Tim Holtz people, something tiny, and make like a cluster on each of the pages. So I was thinking we could do that also. But I don't go live every day, so it'd be like when I do go live, we would do a couple of things. Hi, anybody else that came in, and I may have missed you. I'd see that we have a couple of more that joined. Okay, so now we can glue this down. Everything is all inked. So let's glue our corners first. And now we're going to glue this part. And if my hair's on camera, pardon my hair, guys. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. And make sure I stay on camera. I don't know. I think my chat quit working. Okay. Now we just have to line this up the best we can with our card on the front. And glue it. Go. Except I need to glue this, or glue, but ink this right here better. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Thank you for coming. We are making more embellishments today. Okay, so we now have 3 of these envelopes done. I have my little template for the pocket part, which I can use for other pockets besides just these. So I'm going to keep my template put over here. And now we have the other ones of these. There should be 3 more. These we're going to turn into paper clips. So we folded that one already. Let's get the ruler. fold it this way and then flip it this way. And we have one more. We are going to How are you, Teresa? I am doing good. I'm doing very well. Thank you. So there's that one. And there's that one. Okay, so now, before we go any further with these, which we do have to ink them up, I have to figure out what am I going to put back here. Am I going to make it where it's a glued in or flip up? Am I going to make it, what exactly am I planning? I'm wanting to make them paper clip over the top of pages. So because of that, I don't need to do anything else to this other than paper clip. So here's how I do my paper clips, you guys. And we're going to ink it. I cut these strips earlier. Oh, that's okay, Teresa. We all read typo. I cut these papers earlier. They just need to be bigger than the paper clip, but big enough to also glue to this. This goes like this. Now, I am gluing them to the top of a page. So it's, do I want this to show or don't? Because I know this one's going to go over the top of the page. I do not want that to show. Yeah, I don't. So now what I'm going to do is go get my tacky glue out of the living room, which I thought I already did that because this is not the kind of glue. So back to the living room. See, this is what happens when you make stuff in other rooms of your house. So I'm going to go back to the living room and get my tacky glue because I need to put tacky glue on here and tacky glue on here. And then I need to, well, I'm going to put it on this one first, and then I'm going to trim so that you don't see this part of the paper clip. But how these work, guys, this is your paper clip. And it's completely encased, completely no show. Right, Clint, it doesn't show at all. It's a hidden paper clip. So let me go get the tacky glue and I'll be back again. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, so we want to use tacky glue. And all I'm going to do is squirt glue here. The main thing is you do not want to glue your edges together because if you glue this edge together, you will not be able to paper clip. So I'm just going to sit here and hold that. Make sure I'm not glued. Make sure that's glued in. Okay, now I'm going to hold it and I am going to trim it so it becomes, you don't see it at all. Now, oh, wait a minute. I don't have any. I need to glue something over this so it is completely hidden. Oh, I was going to glue it like that, right? No, because then our envelope won't flip. We need it to flip. So what can we put here? Now this is where the embellishment box can come in. I don't want to cut those apart. But see, something like that would be perfect right there. We could put this in here and trim it You know, the edge is off. That's pretty. And it covers that whole thing up. So let's go for that. So this is where the stuff from the kit comes in. Because I don't want to see this. And I want to be able to write on this side. So, again, we're going to squeeze out some glue. The main thing is to get your paper clip glued. And I am going to put this over here, like so. And just press it down real good for a second or two. Because I want to put this at the top of a page. Oh, come on, glue, glue, glue. And now we're going to turn it over again. And we're going to trim these little pieces off. What did I just do? Did I just... Oh, it's right. I'm thinking it's going to paper clip. Okay, this is the paper clip. It's open. It goes over the page. Now we can ink it. So we can now ink this one. And I can turn anything into a hidden paper clip. Literally anything. And because all of this is going to be visible, I should have probably inked that, but I'm kind of glad I didn't let it go and be invisible as much as it's going to be. This little piece here. Now we can't glue it down anymore because if we do, our paper clip... Wait, stop. Yeah, the paper clip won't work if we glue that down. But I could edge it. Aha. As long as I don't make a mess of my other part. And because I did make a little bit of a mess, I'm cleaning that up. Just like that. So now that looks well aged. Oh, cool. Okay, so now I need to ink this side. Now, if you wanted to change this, you could always put something else over that. You could put, I mean, we have a template for that. So you could cut the flaps off, glue something else to the front, and make a pocket. You could make another template like this out of coffee dye and make it a pocket on this side so that it clips like this, and you have this pocket that you put something in. So that's also an option, but that's not what I want to do with these. But there's all kind of stuff, you guys, that can be done with this kind of stuff. Okay, now let's ink up our little flappy part and make sure we get the back side of the little flappy part. Okay. So now there's a paper clip that's going to go over the top of a page. It opens like that, and it's completely hidden. You see nothing of the paper clip. Now, if I had, yeah, because there's the top. Now, if you wanted this to be visible, you have to cut a slit up here so you can pull your paper clip out a little bit, and then you would be able to hang something from it. So now we have that one done. So let's get out the other ones. And we're going to, let's see, how do we want to do this one? I think I want it to go on the side of a page. It could even be a flip out. Oh, why don't we do that? No, I'm not going to make it a paper clip. Well, I do want it to be a paper clip, but I think I want this to be, this is what I want to do with this one. Wait a minute. Yes. Wait a minute. How am I going to do this? Okay, I got to put a paper in the middle. Let's be thinking. Okay. Now it's, do I want it to be visible or not? And that's going to depend on whether I want to hang something off of here. Like a bead. I don't think I want to hang anything from the paper clip. So I'm going to just glue it down again. Tacky glue. This one's going to be a little bit more interesting. Because I'm making it to be a flip. So I have my tacky glue. So if this goes on the page like this, which is what it's supposed to do. My glue is not holding. Let me press that down better. Okay, so it's going to go over the page like this or like this. So what do I want to put here? And I need to make sure I get it the right way up. I like this. Let's ink it. This came from the kit. It may not have been this big. This may be one of those things I made bigger. And if we don't like this, which I'm not sure I do, I might put something else over that. Okay, now if I put it like this, it's going to glue on that page like paper clip like that. And what? What am I thinking? So it's going to paper clip. We're going to snip. Let's snip these off first. My paper clip's done. Well, it's centered on the... No, it's not. It's not going to matter. It is not going to matter that it's not centered. Okay. So this is going to be here. So this whole thing is going to flip open like that. Or I can do it. No, I don't want to cover. See, that's going to cover some of that. Nope, we want to do it just like this. Thinking out loud. Tacky glue again. And each one of the signatures will have one of these envelope magnets, paper clips in it. Okay, so now I want to put it like this because this one's going to go on this side of a page. Get that to go straighter. And just press it down. And I need to slide this. My paper clip's not hidden. I don't guess it matters that it's not completely hidden, but yeah. So now this one, when it dries, that's the paper clip right here. And that's what's going to go over our page. So now let's look at this. I don't know that I like that. So I'm going to see what else I can do there. One of these, no. So I'm just going to look for something small that will cover that. I like that. And I don't think we're going to ink it. We're just going to kind of put it in place of that one that's on there. Well, we could ink it. Let's go for it. This, I think I shrank these down. I don't remember what all is shrunken and what all isn't shrunken. Okay, so now we're just going to... Hi, I see that somebody else came in. Hi, welcome. Put our glue on here. We could have also made this a tuck spot, but I don't want to add a lot of bulk to everything. And we are just going to glue this down. So now we have a paper clip that's going to flip open so that it will, when you take it off, you can write on this side, clip it back on. You can write in here, add pictures, whatever. I don't know what the owner of the journal is going to do with it. And we just need, oh, I didn't ink any of that. I don't think I can now. Oops. We need to make sure we're inking stuff. So I try, Clint. I haven't been creative in a long time, though, so it's slowly coming back. Whoops. I think, yes, if I bend that paper out of the way, I can do this. And being that it's coffee dyed, if it gets a little smudge on it, no one will know. And get this little pointy part right there. There we go. So this goes like this. Second paper clip made. Now let's make, which we're going to make more paper clips because I don't want just 3. But we only have 3 of these. So what do I want this? I think this one, let's make it go this way. Again, we're going to have this be on the top so it will flip open. This is where the paper clip's going to go. And I still don't want it to be seen. Okay, we're going to cut this one off a little bit. I don't know why it's working out like that, but whatever. And we're going to put it right here. So it's in the middle this time. Okay. So I'm going to add our glue. No, I'm not. We're going to ink first. We are going to get this little puppy inked up. Then we'll glue it. Okay, and we need to glue anything that could possibly be visible. This flap is going to be visible because it's going to have the paper clip on it. And we're going to ink this up. Clint thinks I'm funny, y'all. So I need to come up with topics to discuss while we do this kind of stuff. I want my channel to be fun. Okay. So now we are going to put our, wait, hang on. We said it's going to go over here. Our paper clip needs to go this way then, right? Yes. So I'm going to put the glue on the paper clip side. Oh, that might be too close to the edge. We'll see. And I'm going to put my little paper clip in the middle. And just press it down. And I need to get a sip of coffee. My throat's getting dry. Clint says I am funny. Okay. Now, I'm going to snip off our little things again before I do anything else. And I want to snip this one a little bit better somehow. There we go. Now it's not visible at all. Okay, now we know it's going to go this way. So what do I want to put on this side this time? Oh, I like this card. I think that's pretty. Or this card, which is also very pretty. Wait a minute. Did I just do that wrong? I did. Oh, no, you guys. I completely did it wrong. Can I get this back off of here? The paper clip should be on here thusly. But let's not glue this down. Well, you know, no, we don't want to glue that down. Get it, get it. I need to get this to be dried off. We may have to decorate this page, or we just need to print out another one of these envelope things. Or let's just, here's the thing. The middle signature can be different, but I wanted it to fold out. Let's see if we can rescue this. We can rescue it. We can put one of these in here so it covers up that. That'll work. Because I need that flap. So we are going to rescue our problem. Any mistakes can be fixed. Just remember that. Any mistakes can be fixed. That's my motto. Now I just need something up here. Now there was some little circles. I thought there's something that I can put up there to hide that error. That's too big. Still want that card though. Or that one. Whoops. I just threw stuff. That's too big. And you're see, I don't think, but just in case, I don't want it to be ugly. So we're going to put that there to cover up the mistake from that. Rescue you. Clint, I don't know if there is any rescue in you, dear. I'm not sure. So here we go. We're going to cover up this mistake with this little piece of ephemera. And there that is. Oh, no. It sat on my ink pad. Well, I'm glad I have extras of that. Okay. So when this is paper clipped on, you're really not going to see this because this is where it's going to paper clip. And this is going to paper clip to here. And it will come off and it can flip open. It can also flip open once it's attached to the book because it's paper clipped here. Let's ink. And I don't want, because I have 3 signatures in this journal, I am not going to make a ton of ephemera for the journal because if it gets too fluffy, it's not going to be usable. And I want the person who's buying the journal to be able to actually use the journal. So I'm going to just have to monitor how fluffy puffy we get. But I do want to have enough stuff in the journal. Every envelope that you add, for example, this is already 2 layers deep. We have a layer and a layer. By me adding a card, now it's 3 layers deep. That's like adding 3 pages to where this is getting put. So it's kind of like you have to be a little careful when you think about it that way. Okay, so we have 1 paper clip, 2 paper clip. This is number 3. And it's going to go, is it going to go this way? Which if it goes that way, I don't think it matters. We just have to make sure this is right side up. Yep. Okay. So we're going to come back in here. And the fact that these are not even, keep in mind, it's going to be on 2 different pages. You will not see that. And we're going to, you have a mess clean. I finally got my desk a little more organized. And cleaned off some stuff so I have more room to work. Is it cleaned off totally? No. But I have much better area to work in. Okay, now we're just going to glue this to here, making sure it's straight. I still have to ink 2 of the signatures up. So I'm going to be doing that off camera. Because I'm not going live tomorrow. The next time I go live will be Thursday. No. Yeah, Thursday at 3. No, Mother has, they're measuring. I think they're doing her. Yeah, I'm going to try to go Thursday at 2 o'clock Central. Mother's eye measurements are in the morning in Birmingham. I should be back in time. Or we just make it 3 o'clock Central and I will be back in time. Okay, so there's this paper clip. All put together. So now we have 3. But that's not all. I do want to use some of these as pockets. So how many? I have 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of these. So I could turn, and she's already rounded the corners for us. I could turn 2 of these into paper clips, which would mean each journal will have, each signature would have 2 paper clips. Or since there's 5, I could do 2 of them. I don't want to do the same one in the same journal or same signature. So since there's 5, oh wait, I have signatures. There's 3 signatures. Okay. We're going to have to ignore the rounded corners. I have 10. If I had 9, that's 3 for each signature, no matter how I do it. So I'm going to pull out 3. We'll pull out this one because there were 3 of those, I do believe. We're going to make 3 paper clips out of those. 1 for each signature. Again, now we just have to figure out what are we going to put on the back. Now, this would be a good spot to also put some of these quotes. And I want, okay. So let's say we want it to go on a page like this. So it's not over the top. It's not under. It can go either way on a side of a page. It can go up. It can go down. So if we want to do this, we're going to need a paper clip and a piece of our paper. We need the ink. Again, I'm not gonna, I want it to be hidden. So it would go like that. And it would be just like this. I like it. Whoops. So let's ink everything up. Well, I'm going to ink this anyway. We're not going to see it, but I'm going to ink it because I didn't start it. Clint, I don't know what's happening tonight, babe. I don't have any idea what's happening. I just kind of go bit by bit. Oh, we have to cut this edge off. Oh, and, well, let me go in and ink this one, but I see where we need to cut some little white piece because I didn't cut straight when I was cutting this in the living room. Let me ink this one up. Are y'all enjoying this whole way this journal's coming along? And I am going to ink this side because we are going to see some of the back side as well. Because it's going to... Actually, we wouldn't because this one's not going to flip. This is just going to clip on. Yes, it's just going to clip. That you can tuck something behind it, which we can tuck a tag behind the paper clip. Now for this one, we're not going to see the back, so I'm not going to worry about inking it. Okay. I want that gold pen again. And I am going to go, like I did before, right here around the edge. This just ties everything together. If all the stuff that I edge is edged with the gold, it just ties it together. Makes the journal very cohesive. Oh my. Okay. I do need to do a snippy though. Right down here at the bottom, there's a white edge that I do not want on there, or cream colored, because this is printed on cream colored card. Okay, where's our paper? I made a paper clip. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we've decided we're going to pin this way. So, wait a minute. Yeah, paper clip goes over here. Okay, let's glue. Let's glue, people. Okay. Clint, that's fine. So who's still with me? Teresa, are you still here? I'm showing we have 7, but I'm not seeing anybody typing. There's Teresa. So Teresa, what do you think about what I'm doing? Get your opinion. Now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put glue on this side. You love it? Hey, Laura. How are you and welcome? Hey. My glue is getting gummed up. That's okay. I'll clean it later. As long as I'm glued. Okay, now let's make sure that is that way. I don't want nothing to be upside down. And I did not ink that all the way. Well, it's too late now. It's too late now. Okay, so there's this paper clip. It just has to dry. And it can hang on this side or on this side, up higher, down lower. It doesn't matter. So let's, hang on, we've got 3 of these. And we made this one to go over the top of the page. But we can rethink it because there's the paperclip. And I may rethink it, but right now this one goes like this. Each signature has one of those. We've made 3 of the envelopes. Each signature will have one of those. And I'm going to turn this paperclip like that. And then we just made this one. And we have 2 more of those to make. And so we're just going to find some stuff to go. I think we're going to make them all to where they have these little quote thingies on them. Now we could also, there's these you could make also for smaller paper clips. We're going to go with this. So I'm going to go ahead and draw around the edges of this one with the gold pen. I was looking to see how much ink it has in it. I love this pen because it's so sparkly. I'm going to trim those white edges off in just a moment. I got to get better light in my living room, or don't craft in the living room. Having trouble being in this room, so I decided to take my stuff to the living room and craft in there. I think I'm back, guys. I think I'm back. And for anybody that just came in, don't forget, mark your calendars for March the 18th, May the 18th. May the 18th is the 3-year anniversary of the channel. Well, it's actually on the 21st, but I can't do it that day. So I'm doing it May 18th. We did not get to celebrate last year because of personal things going on. We are definitely, thank you, Teresa. We are definitely doing a celebration this year because my channel will be 3 years old. And so it's going to be a party. Giveaways, fun stuff. Just all kind of fun. And everybody, I usually don't say this, but don't forget to thumbs up if you haven't. YouTube pushes our videos out based on thumbs up. And I'm trying to still get to 1,000 subscribers. Probably would have been there if I hadn't quit crafting for 8 months, or 6 months, or whatever it was. It's been longer I think it was longer than that. I think the last thing I put up last year was in June, and I didn't start back till about 4 weeks ago here. Yep, thumbs up and watch time, exactly. Because if somebody, I mean, you'll hear this on those channels where they do the sub for sub stuff, which we don't do here. But you'll hear them tell you, you only have to watch about 2 minutes of a video and leave a comment. That kills somebody's channel because YouTube looks at it as they can't keep your attention past 2 minutes. Therefore, these aren't that great videos. So you definitely want to spend more than 2 minutes watching a video. Just let it play in the background on a computer or a television or your tablet, another device. So that person gets the full credit. Because when you watch a video and you leave, YouTube does not like that. Okay, so this one's going to go like this. And again, they can go on either side of the page. This one is going to go like this. This is going to be a tuck spot on something. Working and listening. What are you working on, Teresa? And we are going to ink these this time. These two. I forgot that on the last one. Actually, you know what? It may have been inked. Come to looking at it with this one. And we're not going to see the back side of this because it's a paper clip. Well, hang on. We are going to see this much. Excuse me. We are going to see this much. So, because of that, I'm going to ink that much. Okay. And we are going to see some of the back of this one. I'm just going to ink this whole back of this one because, yeah. You're making embellishments, Sherry? A mini journal. I have 2 unfinished minis that I do want to work on once this one's done. I'm not going to start anything new. I said last week on my channel, I have a bunch of unfinished objects because of the situation. I had stuff started that never got finished. My goal is to finish all of my unfinished projects. And so that's what my plan is. This one I started new because I hadn't done anything and I already had the paper printed out. Well, technically we could say it was unfinished because I already had the paper printed. But it is a new project. It's not one of the unfinished objects. But I have 2 minis. I have both of those I think are altered books. One of them is almost done. It's just not done all the way. Okay. And then this goes, make sure I have it right side up on here like this. Yep. Like that. Okay. Cool. So now let's close our ink up and get some paper clips again. Now I'm using smaller paper clips. You can use these bigger ones. They're just going to take up more space in between. Oh, cool, Teresa. 6x6 paper and yes, Laura, unfinished objects, definitely. But I bought an Alice in Wonderland book at Dollar last year. I had to go in and get chicken noodle soup for Nick. And Walmart didn't have it. While I was in line, there was this Alice in Wonderland book. And it's not maybe this big, but like this big. What was cool is it's based on the Richard Burton one. And the images on the it had really cool images on the inside. So when I was taking out the pages, anything that had an image, wrong glue, anything that had an image on it, I colored those and colored in the images to use. I've also ordered some Alice in Wonderland embellishments, or I don't know, embellishments. And I think I got the Artie Mays Alice in Wonderland kit, so I would have something to alter the pages with. The written ones, but I've already taken out all the pages I was going to take out. Like I said, the ones that were color or had images on them, I've colored, and that kind of thing. So that one's in process. The other one is Dollar Tree. I found these little wine books that were spiral bound. Tore out a bunch of pages from those, and I'm working on using the Artsology Garden Beauty Kit to alter that one, or I was before I quit crafting altogether for a while. And then I want to do some mixed media. I have a napkin journal that I started, and I definitely want to work on that. You don't have unfinished projects? I didn't used to. I would work on one thing, and I would have extra stuff like left over from, making a journal or whatever. But I could always use that in another journal. But I would go from one journal to another journal and not have any unfinished. And I don't know what happened that I ended up with so many unfinished projects. So here's our second paper clip. And then we have this one. So we got to get another piece of paper. Put our paper clip on it. And get our glue. Well, no, it was what happened, Teresa. My husband was diagnosed in January of 2020, stage 4 lung cancer, metastasized to his brain. He went under radiation for the brain tumors. He had 5. Then he started chemo. We were told 6 to 9 months with chemo. He started the chemo, and life just got hectic. It just got, 3 days a week I had to drive to Birmingham to get him from Aniana to Birmingham for chemo. And then one of those chemos was 3 hours. So that was a 5-hour day just in driving and chemo. The next day was a 3-hour day. The next day after that was like a 2-hour day, 30 minutes. It was just, it's an hour back. I mean, they were like, the last day was 3 hours. We had a 5-hour day and 2 3-hour days with chemo. And by Fridays, we were dead because chemo was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Last June is when he went on hospice, and then he passed away in August of last year. So it's been 8 months. It was 8 months on Sunday. And it wasn't like, and he built the craft room. So it was hard for me to come in here and craft, because coming in here just like a flood of memories. He was going to St. Vincent's East. And so it was just hard. I have videos up about what was going on they're on the channel. And so I didn't really lose my mojo so much as I just lost. I couldn't sit in here. Every time I'd come in here, I'd burst into tears because he built the desk. He put the shelves up. He did everything how I wanted it done. And it just made it really hard. Well, he was at home. And we were never offered the hotel. What they did was the American Cancer Society gave us gas cards so I could get him back and forth without having to pay for the gas. So we had enough gas cards for all of his treatments. And then when he went on hospice care in June, it's because his cancer was starting to spread again. It was not stable any longer. So it was just hard being able to come in here where he built everything, and memories of us in here when it was being built and all of that. I just couldn't do it. I started to make an album, a memory album for me to put our memories in, and that's not finished either. I got the cover and the base pages in there. Okay, so we've made those paper clips. I also wanted to make, we also have these postcards, but I'm going to use these as pockets. Now, I cut the flaps off the pockets because I realized when I put them in the front corner. Oh, thank you, Teresa. We were together for 25 and a half years. Okay, Mother, that's Mother. Mother, I'm live.
I'm sorry. Bye.
Bye. She gets the dadgone notifications. Anyhow, sorry about that, guys. I'll call her back when I'm done. I realized when I put the ones in the covers that with the pockets, this was like extra. It had too much room in it for me. So I cut the flaps off, and I'm just going to put a glue on these two edges when I put them in the pages they're going to go on. So we have these for pages in the journals in each signature. We have our paper clips. We have all these tags that I was also going to do paper clips. Oh, I did find when I cleaned off my desk, where did I put it? Dad, blame it. I was going to show you. Aha. I knew it was on the desk, y'all. So anything that I've already made that the holes are not correct in because I used the other hole punch, I will be using this one. The only other thing I thought about doing was making some small, excuse me, teeny paper clips. Like these are all big. And in the kit, we have this paper. So I was thinking, like if we came up here to the top, these two are pretty lined up. Oh, there's a hole like, nope. These two right here are lined up. And just go around that little edge a little bit. Okay. And make this straighter because I did not cut that straight at all. So what we could do with this is simply take it, fold it. We're going to ink it. And I don't care that it's not exactly folded straight because nobody is going to know that. But me and those of you watching. I have the Tim Holtz. Well, I didn't get them from Tim Holtz. I got the little, I'll show you. Itsy, bitsy ones that Tim Holtz has some, but mine came from AliExpress. These ones. These itty bitty bitties. But these are perfect to go in my Tiny Things journal with some tiny things on them. I got them from AliExpress. Oh, now my little thing won't close. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another paper clip. I may have to cut this one paper off. No, it'll work. And the Tim Holtz tiny ones, right, those are really strong too. Those are hard to get apart, to split. But if you can get a paper up in there, you can do this with them. I am going to trim this off just a little bit shorter because we don't need all that. Tacky glue again. And just going to push my paper clip up in there and press and press and press. And then I'm going to flip this over. So I'm using her paper, that piece of paper with all those little cards and stuff on it, not in a way that it was, I'm sure, designed to be used in the kit. I think it was designed to be like a journal page. I saw it and thought, cut aparts. I know, I hate when that, well, and my thing too, I forget what I have. I just forget that I have it if it's not out. So my desk is a mess because I have a whole bunch of stuff on my desk. But that's because I forget what I have. So now we need to make 2 more of these, at least one for each journal. So we're going to get our paper back. Now this would make, this piece right here would make a good one. So I'm going to cut this out. Cut this off. So that would make a pretty one. And let's see what else can I find. And now I like this. We're going to make a vertical that's going to go across the top of a page. And I may just have to cut my paper down. So, paper clip. Wait, we have these. Let's ink. So I just try to find other ways to use my paper. I have lost a whole bunch of stuff. I have got to clean up my craft room and figure out what's what, where's what. I did a haul last year. And that stuff is in the floor behind me in boxes. The same boxes it came in. I did the haul, put it back in the original boxes, and it's been sitting there. And that was, we got our the first stimulus, what, in May of last year. So now I'm going to edge this one all up. And I did that haul, and he got so sick after that, I would come in here late at night when I could and paint pages and stuff. Just paint paper. I just painted paper. But I want to make a glue book. That's supposed to also be, well, now one of those is going to be upside down. Okay, so I don't want it to be upside down. So let's see what we can find to glue over the top of that. In our little bucket. Because I don't want it upside down. And it's going to be. Is that the same size? I can make it be. I can make it be. Okay. So we're going to trim that. And that. And I may keep it longer. It doesn't matter. Oh. Well, phooey dooies. I didn't want this white part. See what we can do about this. Oh, doggone it. Hang on, I'm going to be looking through the bucket. Can y'all see me flipping through? Yeah, y'all can see. Just looking for something rectangular, because I don't want it upside down. You know what? I think we're going to do this. Glue these together, and I'm not going to trim it, and we're going to make one out of that, and we're going to go that way. So, let's glue these together first. So, on one page, we're going to have this bigger card, and my tacky glue is going to be sitting here getting tacky, because I need the edge. Yeah, I don't have that much washi tape. And my stuff is organized. It's just I haven't cleaned the desk off since the last thing I made in here. Everything is in bins. Or not bins, but totes that you can see through. I just have to take the stuff that's in these 5 boxes behind me, unpack it, and put it where it goes. Because it never got put where it went. And it all has places to go. It just didn't make it there. Now I'm going to line this up the best I can. And squoosh. Squoosh is a technical term. Technical crafty term. And I'm going to edge this because it's going to be visible on the other side of the page. That top little piece. Okay. Now, we need a paper clip. And each journal, each signature will have one of these little paper clips in it that we can then attach, put stuff up under. Okay, so let's see. Is that going to work? Did I get it short enough? I need it short enough on this one side because that's a short piece. So let's just trim off a little bit more. Okay, let's glue it down. Like all my ribbon is in one bin. All my lace is in a bin. Other embellishments like strands of pearl, that pearl stuff that you can glue down. All that's in another bin. So I can find everything. Yep, that's going to work. Is it going to stick out though? I didn't want it to stick out. Okay. So there's that side. Now we're going to glue this side. Then we're going to make our last paper clip, and that's going to be it. Okay. And I need to ink the back side of this, because when the paper clips off, you're going to see it. And there we go. So that's a paper. Where did our other? There's 2 little paper clips, and now we're going to make this one. And I am not really too worried that that's not straight, but I am going to try to straighten it up a little bit. Hi, whoever came in. And we're going to ink. Okay, these are both right side up. That's good, but I need to ink this edge on this. Okay, so this one is going to go this way. Not over the top, but sideways. And so we need another paper clip, another one of our little scraps of paper. Yeah, and my washi tape is in a little tiny bin because I don't have that much washi. And I forget to use it because I don't even use the washi that much. Okay, so this one's going to go like this. And we should ink the inside because, well, no, it's not going to be visible because it's not going to flip open. So we're good. It is all good. Okay. You know what I bet we could do? Well, I don't know where I would put it, but I'm thinking I just trimmed this off. And I find that piece with the rose and the money, I could make another paper clip. Or just use that as an embellishment. Okay. So we're going to glue. Wrong glue. Wrong glue. Just going to put it in and press down. I know hidden paper clips are awesome. Now, and I don't know if anybody else makes theirs the way that I do. I messed up the directions. I was watching a video and I totally messed up her directions. And so the way I do it was born for me. I don't know if anybody else does them this way. I don't know. But this is not how they were on the video I was watching. Like I said, I completely messed up directions. And so now I have these. Okay, so we're going to glue this down. Okay, so we're going to get back to these on the next video. We might actually start putting stuff kind of in the journal so we can see how poofy it's getting, because I make fluffy puffies. So what we've done today is we made these 3 small paper clips. We've made 3 of the postcard bigger paper clips to go on the signatures. Tsunami Rose provided us with this piece right here. I made a template to make it into a pocket. So we have 3 of those, 1 for each signature as well. And then we have that same piece that she provided attached to paper clips. So it's going to clip here to the page, and this would flip open. And this one is going to flip over the top of the page and flip up or come off completely. And this one flips the same way on a side of a page, and one side or the other will flip open. So this is what we have made today. We've made 3 envelopes. We've made 3 bigger paper clips, 3 medium paper clips, and 3 small paper clips. All to go in our journal. So I need to add these to the finished embellishments, which are in the journal cover. Oh, they're not. See, now see if I put, it's just gonna make it floofy. So that's what we have so far. When all this is in here, this is gonna be fluffy. So I really need to look at getting my pages inked and then start placing some stuff so we can determine. I don't want it too fluffy puffy. But I've got plenty of journal cards and things we can put under our paper clips. We can put, that kind of thing. We can make tuck spots and stick something in. So I think we're, there's some envelopes we can still make. But again, an envelope adds 2 layers. Plus, when you put something in it, is a 3rd layer. I could cut those down and turn them into tucks, and I may do that. I will be back live Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Time. So 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, 1 Pacific. So that's when I'll be on Thursday, because Mother has her, eye measurements done, and I just want to make sure I'm back in time to do that. So I need to know what everybody thinks about this journal, how it's coming along so far. This is the Charming Fragments by Tsunami Rose kit. I am on her design team, but this is not a design team project. It's I already had all this printed out, and I just decided to use it. Hey, Kelly. Thank you. And yes, I'm sorry. This happened to Teresa last time. Teresa came in at the very end. Yeah. So I'll be back Thursday, though, Kelly and Robin. I'll be back Thursday. Thank you, Teresa, at 3 o'clock Central, 4 Eastern, 2 Mountain, and 1 Pacific. Thursday live, and we're going to start. I'm going to go on and get all my pages inked up. This signature is completely inked. I do still have to make an envelope for the middle of this journal. There's two signatures have this, but I need to ink these pages. Page order's already been picked, and then I can start putting stuff in. I think it's going to end up being extra fluffy, as we can see. So I think, whoa, I just dropped some of our paper clips we just made. Are there 3 of these little bitty ones? 1, 2, I think I dropped another one. But I don't see it. How is that possible? How is that possible? Okay, let me look through in case it's got mixed up. Anyway, I think we're going to start putting stuff in the signatures. There it is, the 3rd one. And because I want to not make it too fluffy puffy. Thank you, Kelly and Robin. I appreciate it so much. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I can finally be in here and not be upset all the time. And I'm having a blast. I am so having a blast, you guys. I know, I remember that. And now you make them my way all the time. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I remember I came on yours, and you and Kelly, or you and Robin were live, and I was sitting here watching you guys, and yeah, I came on and showed you how I do mine. I remember that. That was fun. Maybe we can do that again, and all 3 of us be on again together. That would be awesomely fun. But okay, guys, I am now going to go and sit at the lake and relax for a minute. But y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on Thursday afternoon, everybody. Now, I do have a Foxie's Follower Secret group. It is in the description box below. If you want to join, I generally post in there when I'm going live. You all can also post in there when you're going live, as long as it doesn't interfere with my live. That's all I ask. Thank you, Teresa. Everybody have a great day. Bye, everybody. Hugs and blessings.